We're in Disneyland Paris, but how did we get here?
Did we fly?
No.
Did we sail?
No.
Did we go to this magic portal?
Kind of.
No. We took
A train.
not just any train, one that goes at 296 kilometers per hour, goes underwater for 20 minutes, travels 100 meters below the sea under the English Channel. My mistake. This other English Channel. Now, Britain seems to have forgotten how to build railroads, but with the help of the French in the early 90s, we created Eurostar. And if you want to see what it's like to travel on it to Disneyland Paris, well, come with these two idiots. It's a video! On a pocket-sized adventure. First, make your way to London St Pancras Station. It should look something like this outside, and inside it should look like this. Next to M&S, you will find the international departures. This is where you want to make like a true Brit and start queuing. Because I'm a wheelchair user, I get special assistance on Eurostar, which you have to book in advance. This has its own queue, and the staff can even assist you with 2 bags up to 15 kilograms each. Don't worry, the scale is for that, not people. After we go through the security check-in, we get taken to Business Premiere because luckily my wheelchair goes in with all of the fancy schmancy seats. You can find complimentary tea, coffee, pastries, drinks, even cereal and fruit and free magazines. Speaking of pastries, does anyone else eat their pain au chocolat like this? No? Okay. You are called to board roughly 30 minutes before departure and kindly chaperoned the whole way. I call this my post-pastry happiness. And if you have ever wondered how a wheelchair user boards a big underwater train, well, here it is. Eurostar staff excelled themselves on this day. Make yourself comfortable. Is that a camera? The carriage is equipped with British sockets and a spacious accessible bathroom. Tour incoming. Yep. There it is. Is that a mirror? The next part of this video I'm going to call Food and Entertainment. And no, that's not why I'm still here. We have breakfast, lunch, and dinner examples. We are no strangers to business class on Eurostar, and at £76 return, it's the best way for me and my chair to get to Disneyland. If we had to pay the regular rates, well, have you seen our subscriber count? We can barely afford to make this video. My boyfriend is gluten-free, so he always gets an allergen-free meal, and according to him, 80% of the time, it's pretty good. If you don't have the onboard food, then you can go for offers like these. The breakfast is light, pastries and fruit and coffee or tea. Lunch is usually some type of grain salad or a protein and rice. Dinner is usually a bit of a gamble. Sometimes I've had a hot meal, one time a brown bag of sandwiches. It's quite a thrill. Also, this makes for a great segue into entertainment. See this TV? See those cool little facts we played earlier in the video? See these offers I just showed you? That is your entertainment. Or once you get to France, you can check out the fields. And more fields. More fields. More fields. The train ride itself is quite smooth, so I chose to bring some colouring in equipment, and let me tell you, time just flew by. And thanks to the plug, my boyfriend could use his iPhone for more than 2 hours before killing the battery. It's not long until you leave those fields behind and arrive in Paris. Ah yes, the city of love. But we only had time to see this. I'm sure it's a lovely place. We left London at 9:31 and arrived in Paris at 12:58 local time, or 11:58 in monarchy hours. Eurostar is so on point. If you ever wondered how a wheelchair user gets off an underwater train in France, then here it is. Does he look confident? Yay, I survived! Right, now on to Disneyland. We did say that this was a video of how we get to Disney. Eurostar used to go direct to Disneyland, but since Brexit, much like our future, it is going down to the basement level, which is coincidentally where we need to go next. These gates are where you leave the Eurostar. As soon as you pass these, look between these 2 pillars. There is a lift that way. Here it is, right next to Five Guys if you get lost or hungry. Go down 1 level and you will be faced with this. Now, there is this counter where you can speak to someone and buy tickets. Apparently, wheelchair users don't have to wait in this queue. However, being British, we are too polite and socially awkward to try, so we head over to this ticket machine not too far away. And this is how you buy tickets to see Mickey, Minnie and all their friends. Yep, Nailed it! The ticket machine will dispense your tickets down here, and it is important you keep hold of these as you will need them to get out the station as well. Follow this sign to the RER. That is the train service you want, and the line you want is B Sud, which of course means south. We are going to show you how to do this the step-free way.
Candy.
There's Nesquik. Try not to get sidetracked by the candy shops. Once you reach here, you will need your ticket, which you will put into the little slot, and then the machine really aggressively spits it out again. Taking the ticket is what will open the doors. The outer lanes of this ticket barrier highway are accessible and also useful if you have a very large suitcase. Once through here, almost immediately on your right, you will see a lift that will take you down to the B Sud platform that we need. The lift takes you down right onto the platform, and in a true marvel, you only have to go a few meters to get to the accessible carriage. If you get a bit lost, the front carriage will always be accessible. However, here is one thing you may be interested to know. In Britain, we have Mind the Gap, and some gaps on the underground look like you are having to cross the Grand Canyon. Here is the gap in France. Some of you may need help navigating this, in which case you must use the special assistance buttons or talk to the staff on the platform before getting your train and make them aware of your journey. If you are stuck, look to the monitor, and if it looks like this, then you are doing great. See that station Châtelet-Le-Halles? That's where we are going. It's very hard to mess this up in France due to their endless supply of energy. They have lights for the stations and they blink to signify the station you are approaching. Now this is why B Sud line is the best. You go one stop and get off the train, and you go over to the other side of the platform. Look to this sign and look for when the Marne-la-Vallée-Chessy train comes. Those little Mickey ears may give it away. Here is the gap, and here is what to look for to make sure you have the right train. You will see these lights like a little yellow brick road lighting the way to Parc Disneyland. Thank you. Now sit back, relax, or if you are not relaxed, there is an SOS button. You have navigated France like a true local, and it's about 40 minutes to Disneyland. If you are conscious of where you stand or put your mobility device, this station, Noisy-le-Grand, is the only one where the doors open on the right-hand side of the train, so best to perch here for the least amount of traffic. I think I earned a follow with that tip. The gap at Disney is a little bigger than the first stations, so be aware of that. You'll find this smallish lift on the platform. Use this to go up. Try and maintain your cool as you approach Disney, like this.
My gosh, we're here! Oh, my favourite place in the world! We're home! We're home! This is just for us, right?
One last barrier, but honestly nothing would stop me from crossing this. These wheels cannot be contained. Go right, leaving the station in your pixie dust. And there it is. And I gotta say, we had the most magical time.
Is it wet?
Wet on my ass.
Oh, delicious. That's a really good macaron.
Perfect. We even managed to meet 15% of our viewers.
Guys, in an absolutely thrilling turn of events, we have met a viewer of... Oh, you're so much taller than I am. This is Laura and Charlotte.
I hope you found this a helpful guide on getting to Disneyland Paris. We have more content coming. If you want to see that, subscribe. See you next time.